Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Siz. Minari's also singing in the background.
I'm getting ready for the it's Minitom time to draw. Woo! And you started that before I even had a chance. Sneaky.
All right. Welcome everyone to tonight's stream. Today we are drawing your gifts to Siz. It's his birthday. So if you want to suggest something as a gift to Siz, I'll draw these. I'll pop them in the mail. They're scissors. So if you want to,
really? I didn't know that was part of the deal.
Absolutely, it is. So if you want to give the gift of a drawing request from yourself to Siz, if there's a character that you associate with him, if there's a nice memory attached to one of those characters, put them in the chat and we'll throw them out there. I think we've already got some suggestions already.
Yeah, well, we've got a happy birthday, Siz, from Kerry, and also that she was the first commenter.
Cool.
And then she suggested one of my favorite characters in the whole wide world, Optimus Prime.
Optimus Prime.
And she'll be talking Gen 1, so that'll be easier for you to draw than the crazy movie versions.
I think I can do Optimus Prime. He's a great character. I was reading the new Transformers comic aloud the other night, and I'm trying to get my Optimus Prime voice down, and sometimes I can do it and sometimes I can't.
Oh yeah. I'm not even going to try. The best I can do is the transforming noise.
Freedom is the right of all sentient beings.
Okay. Transformers, roll out.
Okay,
I'll stop making that noise now. I've got a happy birthday from Robbie. Thank you very much, Robbie. Lots of little presents and gifts, and they're all showing. Cool.
Awesome.
All these symbols show on StreamYard. Yep, yours showed as well, Kerry. And then there's a hey, and then there's a whoop whoop.
So if you're joining us, it is Siz's birthday. We are doing all your gifts to Siz. So, and you've just done the convention tour, so you've met a bunch of new people.
Yes. Well,
Supernova.
A lot of them I've met before, but I interacted with them a hell of a lot more than I did last time. Because best example is Wayne Nichols.
Oh yeah.
I was nervous as hell talking to him last time.
Really?
Visibly nervous. And he calmed me down. I almost needed medication. I was getting so anxious. And this time I'm like, hey, how you going, Wayne?
Nice.
Just started chatting. Good. So I'm like, oh, this is so different person than I was last time I went to Supernova.
I think we get a bit starstruck and we forget that they're people too.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it was just that. It was also because I was like that with everyone, not just Wayne.
Yeah.
It was just a case of I was like, who the hell am I to be talking to these people like I'm someone that can help them or is important or anything. And that just kept running through my head, and I just got so nervous. And then Wayne being a little bit more commercial, a little bit more mainstream, made me even more anxious.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
No, I remember when I met my first convention. I met Peter David, and that was I was really starstruck then. And I'm like, because all these people were walking up and saying, "Oh, I met you at this convention. I met you at this place." Blah blah blah. And I'm like, oh gosh, I've never met this guy before, and what am I going to do? And I walked up, I'm like, I'm sorry, I've never met you before. And he's like, well, it's my first time meeting you too, you know. That was really nice.
It's true. Wow, that Optimus is looking awesome. I think we've got a suggestion from Robbie.
Have we?
But she's unsure. Awesome. So I'll answer the question for her. It was a Spider-Man, yes, not a Superman. That might be a bad thing for poor old Tom because Spider-Man's a little bit more effort to draw than Superman.
No. Todd McFarlane came with all the shortcuts when it came to drawing Spider-Man.
Oh, okay, cool.
Prime is here to turn the tide. So, what did you think of that Transformers movie back in the day, the '86 one?
Oh, I love that movie, and I think I actually cried when Optimus Prime died.
Oh yeah, like, so. But you liked that film, yeah?
I loved it. I hate it's a love-hate thing because so many Transformers die in it, but
yeah,
it was still an awesome movie.
Yeah, like I think that's my go-to like road trip album. Like in the car.
Well, I've got it saved as a playlist on my Spotify. So
legend.
So every now and again, I'll crank out the old "You've Got the Touch" soundtrack. So yeah,
hell
awesome
yeah,
stuff.
And you're having a good week this week for your birthday?
Yeah. Yesterday was pretty relaxing because I was buggered from the conventions.
Of course, yeah.
Today was just cruising around, doing a bit of work, catching up on a few things, and looking at Facebook for the first time in a couple of days.
Right.
Oh, and there was cake, there was chocolate.
Oh hell yes, chocolate.
Yes, there was chocolate left for me to have later in the day by Kerry when she went to work. I don't even think she had gotten out of the driveway by the time it was eaten.
Mm.
Yeah, she didn't tell me I could have it. She just said there's chocolate here. So I just assumed. Chocolate here for when she got home. But yeah, it was well and truly gone before she even drove out of the driveway.
Hang on, I can look at that one's dying. Go a new pen. Robots are the hard ones to draw, but once you pull them off, it's when so you pull them off, they look
so awesome. Yeah.
My partner's been telling me like the whole thing about like the fine detail called like greebles on Transformers, like all like the little vents and hatches and stuff.
Oh yeah, I reckon the movie ones would be extremely hard to draw because there was a lot of moving parts in them.
I reckon Rob Liefeld could just like hatch out at random and do it in like 5 minutes. Okay. And if we haven't got any suggestions by the end of this stream, next week we are going to do our own comics lineup of Disney princesses.
Ooh.
Your suggestions will be our new Disney princess lineup. So have a think about who you think is a better princess than Ariel or Jasmine or Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty, because I think we'll do that one as a group shot. If we haven't got a suggestion.
Yep.
And then we've still got Dave Dye's suggestions of image baddies.
So I'm just laughing at one of the suggestions.
Oh, they're good?
It's funny. I don't know if it's good, but it's funny.
Hang on, I'm going to Spider-Man after this one, yes?
Yeah, Spider-Man after this one, yeah.
Okay, awesome. Okay.
I don't think you'll actually draw this one, so I think I can tell you. It's Shane on a barbecue with sausage sizzles. So,
ooh, okay.
Here, I'll put it up on the screen so people can read it.
And is
So
that?
I'm not making it up.
Is that a particular memory for you? And
I don't think he's seen me sizzling on a barbecue before, because I don't think I've ever sizzled on a barbecue. Jackie cracks me up. He calls me sausage sizzle instead of sizzle like everyone else. That's an awesome Optimus.
Okay, so this is the watercolors, and this is the water soluble pen, so it makes that nice black murkiness in the shadows that I want to get.
Oh yeah, cool.
So you can lay down a really heavy color, and then because the black ink's bleeding, it just mutes it that little bit, so you don't get too overly saturated.
Sorry, we're getting silly ones now.
Good.
What sizzle drawn as Disney princesses?
That's okay. If there's no other first comments, that's what we're starting with. We can't have our Disney princess line up without Princess Siz. What do you reckon? What do you reckon that story is there, Siz, or should we save that for next week?
We'll save that for next week, I think.
Yep. Okay.
Oh, we got another suggestion. Here we go. But we'll wait till after Spider-Man to tell you.
Do you have? Okay. So, what's your favorite era Spider-Man?
Probably when I was a kid. So just that, for lack of better knowledge, I would say the normal Spider-Man, where he didn't have any weird costumes, and it's just the original costume, or at least close to the original costume. It always made me happy.
Sounds good.
Like the Amazing Spider-Man they had a couple of years ago, that was fairly close to the original. So,
yeah.
And Richo saying happy birthday. Thank you very much, buddy. I got cake, Richo, and I also got. I'll grab it. A cool little Eeyore.
Oh, that's so cute. Is he flocked or is he?
Yep, he is.
Oh,
Fluffy. Ooh, fluffy to touch.
That's so good.
Yeah, it's so awesome. Because that's my favorite. What do you call it? Winnie the Pooh character.
Right.
It's Eeyore. And I got a weekend at Supernova. That was my other birthday present.
So because you got a decent haul, I was watching the video.
Actually, that's a really small haul compared to the other ones I've gone to. But I found a lot of them had books I'd already supported in Kickstarters. So
I
was finding I owned a lot of the books, and I'd bought them in other ways, like at stores and stuff, that I already had them. So there wasn't a lot for me to buy because I had a lot of them already.
Okay. Did you check out either one? Yeah. Yep.
There was one that I hadn't bought.
Yeah.
But he was giving me stock for the shop, so I'm just going to buy it from myself.
Okay. Nice.
But yeah. Oh, that's the other thing I was meant to do today. Organize the shop. Put all these extra things in it. Oh, well, something for the weekend maybe. Because the rest of the week, tomorrow is going to the movies. That's another present for my birthday. So lots of presents, Richo. And then the rest of the week will be work.
Yeah, that's the one thing about being an adult.
Sorry?
That's the one thing about being an adult. You have the back to work.
Yes.
We all have that back to work feel.
Yeah. I mean, it's handy that I'm a freelancer that I can kind of push the work away, but it just means I do a 16-hour day later in the week.
Spider-Man's met Optimus Prime before, hasn't he? Isn't that a whole thing that he was in the Marvel comic and then they can't?
Yeah, the Marvel owned them for a while there.
Yeah.
Ages ago. Oh, Nick May's here. Happy birthday, Sizzle. Thank you very much. Rapscallion. I hope I pronounced that right.
Yep.
Judy Eeyore. Yes. Yes, it is, Travis. Eeyore is awesome. I'm loving that Eeyore. He sits up there with my Optimus Prime. That's how much I love him.
Oh, that's the team up we want to see.
Yeah, hell yeah. Well, there's up there is Optimus Prime, Eeyore, and Optimus Pony, which is a My Little Pony decked out as Optimus Prime, which apparently is Kerry's, and I stole it. I just saw Optimus, so I just assumed it was mine, so I took it. But, yeah. Richo says his suggestion is from last week. There was a question put: which X-Men would cut Sizzle's cake, Wolverine, Cyclops, or Professor X?
An X-Men request? I'm so surprised. Well,
I think the one that would make the most amount of sense to cut the cake would be the guy with the blades.
I don't know. Cyclops is pretty precision with his optic blasts.
Yeah, he can get pretty precise, can't he? And sort of zap it. But if he turns that dial a little too far, there won't be any cake.
That's true.
I don't know if Professor X could really force the cake to cut itself.
Like well, hang on. We're ruling out the master of magnetism here.
Yeah, it's true.
But yeah, Travis, I'm going to need you to make the call for me because I have a little trick up my sleeve because I figured we'd be getting an X-Men request. So you pick, and I will hopefully deliver. And you've got enough time to decide because Spider-Man has webbing.
And also there's a character between Travis and Spider-Man.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
So plenty of time to decide.
So, aspiring artists out there, if you're playing around with pens and you've managed to find some of the pens I've used so far, thick thin is the way that you get to have your cake and eat it too. So Spider-Man's super muscular, and I've done his muscles in the thick lines, but because I'm using a brush pen, I can use thin lines to do the fine detail in his costume without wrecking the fact that you can still see he's quite muscular. So it's that thing of once you work out how to do thick and thin lines with the same pen, you manage to get a lot faster.
Nice. Drawing and tips. This show has everything, people. Except comments, apparently.
Guys, Siz's birthday. There is nothing too absurd.
We got Dave Guy. There we go. No suggestion. Just happy birthday. Many happy returns. Sorry, Siz.
Nice.
Little cake. Dave knows me. It's always got to be cake. That's a wicked Spider-Man, by the way.
Spider-Man's an interesting one because I think there's so many people who draw him differently, but he looks the same. Like he has the same like Spider-Man feel and energy. It's because Mark Bagley draws him different than Ramos and stuff like Humberto Ramos.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
but like somehow they always manage to make him Spidey. So it's interesting to see how people play with that design. So I'm going to put some of the blue pencil into the black here.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
So you won't see it yet. But once I apply the water, it bleeds through and gives us that blue shadowed effect. Legend. Okay, request 3. I'm guns a-blazing today.
Okay, here it is. You ready?
Yep. Astro Boy.
Yeah. I think Kerry's gone through my CD collection and seen that I own the box set of the 80s cartoon.
Ah. Soaring high in the sky.
Okay. Kerry says she's holding back from the ones she knows are my absolute favorites, giving others a chance to come up with them. Well, Travis has mastered the magnetism of my favorite character.
Oh, yes.
Cutting cake.
Oh, he wants Magneto?
He wants Magneto.
Okay.
Thanks, Travis. Excellent choice.
Tezuka was one of the art studies I didn't quite get around to. I did a bunch of sort of sketches for it. He's an interesting one. I don't think we've talked much anime on this show.
On this one?
Yeah.
No, really. I don't know a lot of anime, so I can't contribute to that conversation.
Astro Boy.
Boy's about it. What else have I watched? Robotech, I guess, technically counts.
Yep, counts.
I've seen a few full-on anime that I won't, go into because they're pretty violent.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw that one where there's giant robots that fight what they call angels.
Neon Genesis Evangelion.
That's the one. I can never remember the name.
I've not watched it still. I know it's a heresy that I haven't watched it, but
I watched some of it. I don't think I ended up finishing it. I don't think I got to the end. It was a very different. It took me a while to understand what was going on.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit abstract.
Yeah, that's it. Well, the fact they call the monsters angels threw me for ages. I went, what are these angels they're talking about?
Yeah.
And I realized the monsters are what they call the angels.
Yes.
Oh, there's a bit of a story happening now.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, Magneto's cutting the cake, but then we've got a character eating the cake.
Oh. Okay. Believe it or not, this works.
Oh, it's got a crazy ending. Okay. Dave just said he watched Evangelion. Yeah, I'm not even going to try to say it. And enjoyed it despite the crazy ending. So
okay, cool.
I enjoyed what I watched, and I didn't see the ending. So it was very different. Took me a while to figure out what was going on. The second episode I watched with a friend, and they explained the angel thing, and then from then onwards, it all was just cool viewing.
Nice.
I've been meaning to go back and find out how it ends. Oh, okay. Nick May says they've been updated and made into movies, different from the series.
Yeah, I've been trying to get into those recently. Sitting down, watching, and anime purists will hate that I love watching the dubs.
No, so do I. I like it. Not need to read. Because you miss all the details. But then again, sometimes if you read it, they give you what was actually said rather than what they think fits into their mouths.
Yeah.
So I've been told Robotech by the original name is a very different story.
Yes. Because speaking of Optimus Prime, he Jetfire, the Transformer.
Oh yeah, Jetfire is such a rip-off of a Robotech.
Well, so what happened was Hasbro bought the rights to a bunch of transforming toys. So they bought Jetfire. The Jetfire toy was Macross, and it got bought by Hasbro to become Jetfire, and it got bought by the other company to become Robotech.
Robotech, yep.
And so he's actually the same toy for two different franchises.
Well, it's a very specific way of transforming, so none of the other planes transform like him.
No.
That's cool. I might have to look them up. Nick May, are those movies on like Netflix or something? I think I might have seen them on there when I was on the account. I just realized what you're doing. You're drawing the original black and white version.
I was, and then I'm just going to add a little bit of... Oh, my skin-toned markers are dying. All right.
Okay, he's getting on DVD. Not sure which streaming has them. Okay.
I assume they're on some... Yeah.
I thought it was the series and there just wasn't enough of them. And I'm going, what's going on? But now I can't remember where I saw them.
So, I watched them a while back, and I've been told that parts of them are like the original series, and then it sort of deviates into new ground.
Oh, okay. Maybe not such a weird ending.
I probably wouldn't give them that much credit. I think the weirdness is part of the appeal of Evangelion to an extent.
I would say so, because it's very weird. But in a good way, if that
Absolutely.
makes sense.
Yeah. All right, Astro Boy, next.
Next is Magneto cutting the cake.
Oh, well, speaking
Using
of X-Men, welcome to the X-Men, Sizzle. I hope you survive the experience. So let's put a birthday cake right in here. And we'll have the cake cutting here. And because because he's Magneto, he doesn't have to be holding the knife, so he can actually be over here.
No, he does not. Yes. Happy birthday, young man. Oh, I like that, Dragon. You're my new favorite. Calling me young man.
Age 'tis but a number.
True. I love that you had this made up.
And we're talking classic Magneto here, like the helmet and the...
Oh, yeah, definitely. That's my favorite. I'd grab him down, but I don't want to stand up. It's been a long day. I woke up at 4 and stayed up. I don't know why I did that. And then I went back to bed and slept in. But I didn't go back to bed until after 8.
Ah.
Yeah, but then I slept in until about 11.
I think we underestimate how tiring cons are.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think they've smashed me.
Like, you have so much fun. Where's my inking pen gone? Yeah, like we're having so much fun doing them, and then you realize, oh gosh, I've been up and running around for hours.
Yep. At least my feet aren't sore anymore.
That's good. You haven't gotten the con flu yet?
No con flu, no. But I think Kerry got it.
Oh no.
The flu from the con. Throat, ears, she says. Headache. She hasn't been well the last 2 days. 3 days. That's why she didn't go Sunday, because she wasn't feeling well. Travis is impressed that Tom came prepared for X characters.
Good. Imagine that.
You say the next one who's eating cake is not an X-Men character.
Oh.
So
Okay.
I don't know if you want to go back or stay here, or
we'll have to make the call about it, because obviously I left 3 spaces for X-Men stuff.
Well, good old Dave suggested that you draw all the X-Men.
I think I need my own channel for that.
I reckon. And you already did that X-Men episode anyway, where you drew as many X-Men as you could in the hour.
And he's got the big bushy eyebrows, Magneto.
Oh, I haven't told any of the new people who've just hopped on. We need suggestions on what you think I would like as a present drawn for me.
Yes.
As in a character. Who do you think Sizzle would like to get a picture of as a gift?
Yep, these are all your gifts to Sizzle to say, and you know what? He deserves it. Think about all the content he puts up. He must be at least some kind of masochist.
Yeah, a little.
Like, no, but look, and I hope you get this throughout all your shows this week. Like, we do appreciate what you do, Sis.
Oh, thanks, Tom. Well, I got birthday wishes yesterday, so on the 2 shows we had yesterday, so that was good. And thank yous.
And chinwag tonight.
Mm-hmm. Lee is chinwagging with Kieran Jack.
And if you haven't checked out Kieran and Logan's Kickstarter yet,
oh yeah, that looks cool.
Like, oh my, like, look, I think had been after like years of working through the different like comic meets and stuff, see people come and go. Like, Logan French is just one of those really naturally gifted artists.
Mm-hmm.
He's so good at creating the feel. He's good at action. He's like, and like, jump onto the. Do you still have the little Bitly link, Sis?
Oh, I haven't seen that. He did give me that link a while ago. Actually, let's have a look if I can find it.
You might have to tune into Chinwag and learn more if we haven't convinced you. But like, seriously, if you check out Logan's art on that, you should check out Logan French in general. Guy is skilled.
Well, he did a page for a panel for our Let's Draw a Comic Book.
Oh, that's right.
Show.
Yeah.
And it was wicked.
Yeah.
And he watched what the other two people were doing in the other two panels after him, because he got the first one.
Yeah.
And he changed what he drew in to suit what they did in their panels.
Oh, that's awesome. Like, there's that thing of like that those people whose storytelling comes really naturally to them. Like, there's very few people I can see who come onto the scene and they've got that storytelling down pat. Some of them can draw beautifully, some of them can write the most amazing stuff, but sometimes there's that comic magic that certain people have.
And I'm going to stick it in the comments here for the short link to check out Kieran and Logan's Kickstarter. And went everywhere except... Oh, I didn't realize I was streaming this show to my personal feed. I must have decided that since it was for my birthday, I'd stream it to my personal feed. That's hilarious.
It is the worst time to be a fan of Australian comics and to have a wallet, because Kickstarters, oh my gosh, there's so many good ones going on.
There's so many good ones. It's crazy. This is the first time I've ever had to decide rather than just support. I've had to decide who to support.
Like, it's so hard. Like, the amount of talent coming through Aussie comics right now.
Amount of projects. Woo.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm still cracking up that you made this ready for tonight.
Okay, so I think in the animated series, they always give like yellow waves around Magneto's powers.
I think that's right, actually.
I think Byrne would do that too, if I remember right. I'm about to be broke for a very long time. I made a big comic purchase the other day. Worse than an omnibus.
What? There's something more expensive than... Oh, hang on. Are we talking a collectible in a... what do they call them again? Slabbed.
No, I forked out. I pre-ordered the artist edition of Dark Phoenix.
I know right now.
Like, I think I haven't owned an artist edition before, but I figured if I'm going to own one, it's going to be Dark Phoenix.
That's awesome. I was going to say Dave has a few, but I think they're dedicated to artists.
Yeah.
So, yeah. He's shown me a few on streams and stuff, and it's like, holy moly, that's huge.
I've never held one
A3,
before.
aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're the art reprinted at the size it was drawn at.
It's drawn at, yeah. Wow.
So yeah, I am so I'm ready and I'm not ready. Come on, Tom, you got to be a bit neater with where you put your stuff. Here it is, purple.
Purple, hard to find. Oh my goodness.
I use a lot of purple, surprisingly.
Oh, that's the other person I know who has artist editions. Nick May.
I know that there's
bloody-tastic.
There's a Walt Simonson one, and you can see that there's a page where he's clearly left his coffee cup on top of it, and it's got the ring.
No way.
And I'm like, oh, I love that you can sort of see what they were doing or what they were thinking when they were.
Yeah, that is kind of cool, isn't it?
And this cake just absolutely has to be chocolate.
You know me too well. I don't know how you know that, but you know me too.
And because it's Magneto using his powers, I think this cake has to cast a bit of a shadow.
Oh, yes. Nice.
While I'm doing this, do you want to let me know what the next one is?
The next one, believe it or not, was Eeyore eating the cake.
Eeyore eating the cake. Okay, do you want... Well, your call says, do you want this? Do you want Eeyore on this page?
Yeah, why not? He's a mutant of some sort. He has the ability to be totally depressed at any occasion. Well, we've had no other X-Men. Oh, we've had one other X-Men, suggestion, and that's it.
Hang on. So there's only two. So there's only, okay, that's fine. We can... All right. I can go here, I guess.
I don't mind him being on there. I am a big fan. I described how much I loved it to my mother today when she wished me a happy birthday, and she just got this silent voice of, what? That's a child's thing. She doesn't understand.
Technically, all of us are child's things. I think if he's on this X-Men cover, he's sort of thinking, well, my gosh, I hope this danger room isn't too dangerous after all.
Oh, we've got a whole story now. There's another involving a cake, which is an X-Men.
Okay.
So these three will be 3 cake-related stories.
Does he? Yeah, he sort of uses his front paws like hands. Yeah,
I think so. I'm used to the book, not the cartoon.
So am I.
Things just sort of happen in the books.
But like the books have this lovely innocence to them. And just yeah.
Although I did like the cartoon because the guy who voiced Eeyore did extremely well.
Mm-hmm.
Which, funnily enough, I found out, I think it was this weekend or maybe Friday.
Yeah.
That the guy who, well, maybe it was yesterday. I don't know. I'm losing track of time now. The guy who voiced Optimus Prime does the job very well.
Yeah.
And they're one in the same person.
Oh, wow.
And I looked it up and it's true.
Wow. You know, guys, freedom is the right of all sentient beings, I guess.
Oh, yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, that's exactly how he held his hands. Yes. When he sat up. Yep.
Well, Magneto can't be that bad. He cut a piece of cake for Eeyore. That's really nice.
Well, there was a time there he was the leader of the X-Men.
Yeah.
And the New Mutants.
I actually started reading the Storm series they're doing at the moment.
Oh.
And it's like set back when Storm just got her mohawk done.
Oh, okay.
And it's like Kitty Pryde being like, is Storm a good role model for me? She's going through some sort of weird midlife crisis, and it's so set in that era. It's really nice.
Wow.
So it sort of reads like an extra classic X-Men story.
Yeah. That'd be really cool.
Hang on. So Eeyore sort of sits. Okay. All right. I'm gonna.
So that can be enough of him if you want.
I can just put his feet in. Like it's just. There we go. How are we going on time? Good. So is the next one X-Men or not?
It's X-Men. He was never an X-Man, but he was definitely an X character.
Okay.
So he was well, Deadpool.
Ah.
They want Deadpool to be stealing the cake.
When I was planning this, I was debating to have, because I think the original cover, it's got like Storm being wrapped up by tentacles along the bottom. And I was debating whether to have just that and Kerry in the corner being like, "You're not Wonder Woman."
That's awesome.
Okay. Deadpool.
Always getting into strife.
Yep.
And then if you have time after that, we've got one more.
Okay.
With the last one, if we have time for it, I have a special request.
Okay. Okay. I've got to blitz this. All right.
That's a special request.
What month is Kez's birthday?
January.
Okay. Okay.
Just
That's good.
away.
Good. We can plot for that.
We can plot a special Kez birthday episode. You'll be drawing a lot of Wonder Women.
You can see this is definitely a work of fiction because like this makes the assumption that that cake stayed around long enough for Deadpool to actually steal it.
Which, if I was there, I may have tried to take on Deadpool to keep it, which would not be a smart thing.
Well, I think that there's a 50-50 on that because either A, Deadpool, fights and maims you, or B, Deadpool's just like, I respect that. Yeah.
Well, that's true. He's a bit crazy. Who knows which way he'd go?
Okay, so it's got that thing there. I always sort of forget how Deadpool's costume goes.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of it in my head, and I can't get a solid picture. Oh, well, he's had so many different versions. This could be your version. There you go.
No, I can. He's got sort of like the black down the outside of the costume, similar to Spider-Man in that he's got. Okay. And Deadpool, you tricky bastard. I've definitely done Rob Liefeld a disservice because I've chosen an angle where I can't draw all the pouches on his belt.
Well, luckily, he didn't try to fit the cake into all the pouches.
Yeah.
That would have been quite the mess.
Okay. I'm gonna shade Deadpool quickly. You tell me what that last one is.
The last one is Iron Giant.
Iron Giant. Oh, hell yes.
And what? Oh, Iron Giant saying happy birthday, Siz. I just saw it's Iron Giant and stopped reading.
I think I know just the pose to put him in. Oh, that's a classic movie. There were so many fun animated films from that era.
Oh, yeah.
And we forget, like, hang on, the Iron Giant, was he Vin Diesel?
I don't know. I remember it being someone and going, wow, that was who did the voice. But I can't remember who it was. Carries onto the internets. Who was the voice for Iron Giant?
Vin Diesel.
It was Vin Diesel.
That's right. I should have known that.
Now Carrie's embarrassed. She had to look it up.
A man making a lot of money from very few words.
Yeah. Looking awesome.
So he's got a piece of scrap metal, and this will make sense in a moment. Because he's got the S from the Superman.
Oh, yes. I love it.
Let's see. Okay. How quickly can I do this? All right.
No rush, mate. You got time. Oh, hell no, you color them as well. That's right.
Get that nice bit of scrap metal going, and then What have we got?
Oh, just a bit of a pun from Travis. He goes, I'll put the comment up here. Love the cake saga among all of Sizzle's presents, but Iron Giant is one that definitely takes the cake.
Oh, good puns. I don't understand people who don't like puns. Like the amount of knowledge of the language you have to make a pun. Like, I think I think it's not appreciated enough.
Yeah.
Okay, and then he's got that false chin there, and then I put the hexagon there. Did it have rivets in it? No, good.
Sorry? Why am I laughing? I'm not. I'm being accused of something I don't know what. Oh, I love that.
And then he's got the S from that he wears in the film.
Mm-hmm.
But then with his finger, he's scrolled out. Actually, this needs to be a Z. Sorry. See. There we go. And then he's got some
awesome.
sparks. What a nice giant robot.
Well, if you want to finish on time, you're welcome to leave that like that. I will happily accept that as it is.
I'll touch them up before I mail them to you.
Oh, okay.
Easy.
There's one last comment, and I have to agree with it. It's for you directly.
No problems. Happy to do it.
You're an absolute legend.
So stay tuned.
You made my birthday a little bit more special.
Happy to do it. So go take a break. Get ready for Chinwag tonight. I think it'll be another real great one.
Yep, in an hour and a half from now. So depending on what your time zone is, it's probably easier for me to just say when it is from now.
And next week, the ComX Disney Princess lineup. Tell me which
the first one.
You're going to be the first one. All righty. All right. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on these streams. If you're subscribing, you'll find the reruns of all of these episodes, and you'll find all the other comics content.
Yes.
So let's make a comics looking really fun.
Yes, and I'll just add my bit in there. Remember to share this video with other people so they can see how much fun we have with Tom. Do that with all the videos when you watch them. Share them around, like them. It really helps us with the algorithm, really helps us get out to more people. And pretty much that's all we want to do. So that would be great. And of course, like Tom said, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss anything. Anything to add, Tom?
Nope, nothing to add. Have a great rest of your birthday.
Thank you very much. Everyone else have a great night. Hope to see you at Chinwag. And until then, see you later.
See you guys.
Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you very much.